Welcome back guys. In this video I'll be trying out OnePlay OneSpace Virtual PC on my Xiaomi Pad 6 Android tab connected to a 5 Ghz band Wi-Fi channel, Airtel Xstream Fiber broadband connection, 100 Mbps per second plan. I am from India, NCR region, and this service is also available in India, so there won't be any significant latency in my stream. These are the different plans available. Cheapest plan is out of stock. It sells for around rupees 500. For the purpose of testing I'll be purchasing this plan. Sells for around rupees 900. Features: streaming hours, playtime 150 hours for a month, resolution up to full HD, validity 30 days, no daily limit, ray tracing enabled, storage space 256 GB available, cloud PC 16 GB DDR4 RAM, processor Intel Xeon 3 GHz, Q will be present, Windows 10. Cheapest plan has the same specs except for the playtime. Instead of 150 hours, with the cheapest plan you will be getting 40 hours of playtime. Most expensive plan is selling for around rupees 1300. Playtime 180 hours for a month, resolution up to full HD, validity 30 days, no daily limit, 256 GB of storage available, RAM 24 GB DDR5, processor Ryzen or Intel. Even this plan comes with a waiting queue. Windows 11 available. I'll just purchase the second plan, selling for around rupees 900. Select. We just need to select the nearest server that will give us the lowest possible ping. In my case it's Noida. They also have a server in Mumbai. With the Noida based server, ping should be around 21 milliseconds. Confirm. Final price rupees 899. I'll make the payment using Amazon Pay, UPI. Scan the QR code. Money got detected. Yeah, my subscription is active now. Remaining playtime 150 hours. Just to be clear, with this plan of OnePlay, we'll be getting a blank virtual PC. No game will be installed on it. In order to play any game, we need to sign to a digital store account, download the game that we own. Game save file will be saved on OnePlay servers. Even if the game does not support cloud saves, we will still be able to continue it from the same point where we left off last time, all thanks to the local saves. Connected my Bluetooth gamepad 5DG Vader 4 Pro to Xiaomi Pad 6, X input controller, Bluetooth mouse and a Bluetooth keyboard. Download OnePlay Android app from Play Store. Open it. Sign to your OnePlay account. Go to Home section. Tap on OneSpace. Show settings before launch checked. Launch. Yeah, these are the stream settings. Resolution 1440p. Not sure if it will work. FPS 120. Why not? Bitrate 50 Mbps per second. VSync off. Frame pacing on. Advanced setting. Show stat setting on. Full screen mode enable. On screen controls disable, as I'll be using my Bluetooth gamepad. Most of the settings are left as they are. I'll just scroll down. Stream codec auto. Service support HEVC codec. Even supports AV1, but that won't work on my tab. Video decoder auto. Server location best. Server region auto. Don't want a long waiting queue. Not sure what these settings do. FEC and QP. Preset fastest. Mode full resolution. Save and launch. This message popped up. OnePlay is in the process of setting up my OneSpace. It may take up to 24 hours. They will notify me once OneSpace is ready. This is disappointing. It took OnePlay about an hour to allot me a virtual PC. Launch it. Yeah, virtual PC started. Using my mouse to move the pointer, you can get an idea about the latency. Network latency is mentioned here, 14 milliseconds using the Noida based server from NCR region. Stream resolution 1440p. Open this PC. Available storage space 218 GB for installing games. Okay, Steam is not already installed on this server. I'll download it from the internet. Open Edge browser. I'll hide the performance overlay for the time being. Swipe right from the top left edge of the display like this. Tap on the settings cog. Tap on advanced settings. Uncheck show latency setting. There you go. Download Steam. Just search for it. Download Steam from their website. Install Steam. This page will pop up. Click on install Steam here. Download started. It's quite slow. Download complete. Run Steam. exe file next. Install it. An update is getting downloaded. Speed is quite slow, I'll be honest. Download complete and this error popped up. Failed to load steamui.dll. I'm not sure what's going on. It took the virtual PC 1 hour to download the file and at the end error popped up. Try to launch Steam. Just ran a speed test. Download speed 43 megabits per second. Upload speed 71 megabits per second. Ping around 21 milliseconds. NVIDIA app is pre-installed on this server. I'll show you the system specs. My system. Operating system Windows 11. It's not running on Windows 10. GPU RTX A4000. RAM 16GB. CPU Intel Xeon Gold 6154. Clocked at 3 GHz. Driver RTX Enterprise 581.15. Download complete. I'll just sign into my Steam account by scanning this QR code using Steam's Android application. RTX A4000 GPU's performance should be close to RTX 3070. We'll use Cyberpunk 2077 to benchmark the server. Download the game. Install. Accept. Download started. Yeah, this is the speed that I'm getting, 19 to 20 megabyte per second. Very disappointing. Speeds are on the lower side. It's going to take some time for the download to complete. I'll wait. I've downloaded Cyberpunk 2077 and Dark Souls 3. We'll be using the latter to test the local save feature, as Dark Souls 3 does not support Steam Cloud Saves. Our data and games will be available on the virtual PC even after we restart OneSpace. Launch it. Virtual PC started, and as you can see, Cyberpunk 2077 and Dark Souls 3 are installed on the server. Show you the remaining free space, 130 GB. I'll start Cyberpunk 2077. This server is not very powerful. I'm using the in-game ray tracing low preset, upscaler DLSS transformer model using its quality preset, sharpening level set to 0.2, frame generation disabled. Don't have access to DLSS frame generation, only have access to FSR frame gen. Disable post-processing effects, all of them. Film grain, chromatic aberration, depth of field, lens flare, motion blur, off, apply. Motion settings set to high, ultra. Video settings, resolution full HD. VSync off. I'll just send the benchmark test. Benchmark result: average FPS 47, minimum FPS 35, max FPS 60. Server specs: RTX A4000 GPU, VRAM 16GB, Xeon CPU 6154, clocked at 3 GHz, 16GB RAM. In-game settings. My save games loaded up. Steam Cloud is working. Just enable the performance overlay. Tap on the settings cog. Advanced setting. Show latency. Here we are in. I'm in Little China, right outside this apartment building. Oh no, here we are getting 30 FPS. The server is struggling. Animation quality, it's looking so choppy. Ray tracing is a bit too much for the server's GPU to handle. Okay, I'll just run the game without ray tracing. Hopefully the performance will improve. 25 to 30 FPS. Use the in-game high preset, DLSS upscaler, quality, post-processing effects disabled. Apply. I restarted the game. Unfortunately, the performance is still on the lower side, 32 to 35 FPS. Latency is not a problem. Latency value 13 milliseconds, real world input delay. Barely any latency is present using my gamepad. Now I'm using my mouse. Equip a gun. Moving the pointer using my mouse. 33 FPS. I think CPU is the limiting factor here. Intel Xeon processor. I'll simply use the low preset, DLSS upscaler, using its quality preset, post processing effects disabled. Resume the game and we are still getting around 35 FPS. Yeah, CPU is the limiting factor. Now I'll test Dark Souls 3. This is very disappointing. Steam version of the game. Here we are in-game settings, full HD resolution, advanced settings, depth of field, motion blur disabled, restore settings maxed out. It's an old game. I'm expecting it to run at 60 FPS on this server. Yeah, this is the opening sequence of Dark Souls 3, our character. Here we are getting 60 FPS and latency is not an issue. Very responsive controls. Data consumption, it's around 3 MB per second. Image quality, it's looking very sharp. Quickly clear the area. I'll start a boss fight. Arena is nearby. Oh my god, landed on that guy's head. Use my shield, block the attacks, and played the game in a long time. There's the boss. 55 to 60 FPS. Server is struggling. Okay, need to remove the sword. This will start the boss fight. Land a few blows. Did some damage. Dark Souls 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. Block the attack at the last moment. Latency is not an issue. Latency is of paramount importance in a game like Dark Souls. Just moving around the boss. Oh my god. Second phase. Took some damage there. Heal myself. Jump attack. Just moved away. Just need to land a few more blows. Simply tank the attack. Skeleton. It's a good performance in Dark Souls 3 as expected. Save my progress. Light the bonfire. Exit the game. Quit game. Restart OneSpace. Shut down. Launch. PC started. Launch Dark Souls 3. We are in. Local saves are working just fine. I am able to continue the game from the same point where I left off last time. I wish the download speeds were faster than what they are. 19 to 20 MB per second when downloading a game from Steam. Server's hardware is also on the weaker side, especially the CPU Xeon processor. 30 to 35 FPS and Cyberpunk 2077. With the game running using the low graphics preset. Latency is not an issue, as you can see, 10 to 20 milliseconds using the NoidaServer from NCR region. OnePlay even has a server in Mumbai. So that's it with the video guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.